Good morning. It's December 18th and Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And I am back with a video request. And I am going to, I can tell you right now, I'm going to have to make this two parts because the system is quite complex but simple. Okay? So it won't be much the second part won't be longer than the first half, but I'll give me about 20 minutes, 25 minutes and kind of explain what it is, how this system works. And then on the second half of the video, I'm going to break down on the homeschool front how this system works. I know a lot of times, well, this time of the year, I'm hearing a lot of people talking about burnout and things like that, and I know a lot of that has to do with plans and systems that are failing you. Whether you don't have anything, you need to get something in place because you're overwhelmed. I mean, you're overwhelmed with the kids, you're overwhelmed with the schooling, all the household duties, financially, things happen, and that's just how we all are, and you become overwhelmed, and so you have a good day homeschooling, or then when it comes dinner time, you're failing to get dinner out, or the opposite, or you're just tired of school in general because you have laundry and you have sick kids and you have appointments, and it seems like you never have time to slow down. Guys, I'm that person, okay? Trust me, I'm the same. I'm in the same position, but I don't have that burnout because I set this system up. I guess probably about the second baby, this is how I've been doing things, okay? And I don't have a problem. It just kind of works. It's second nature to me. A lot of stuff is off the top of my head, but I'm going to break it down. How I shop, how I meal plan. Obviously I didn't have this many kids starting out, but now that I have a large family is a lot different because the cost of food, the amount of food you have to purchase obviously is massive, and the budget is going to increase. But I can tell you that I have lived in different states, different food prices and things like that, inflation, just all kinds of things, and the system still works for me. So listening to the kids, what was I going to say? If you guys watched the, shop with me video I did earlier this month, you saw, I know I got a couple of comments, either personal or on the video. The cost of the food is cheap. We're in Texas. Texas, is big. Food is cheap. Everybody has a big family. But I've also lived in California and a couple of other states, and food is not so cheap. In fact, a friend from California came to visit me here in Texas, and we went grocery shopping, and she was like looking at the prices like, is this for real? Is this stuff on sale because it's so cheap? And I said, no, I told you, the food is cheaper here. So whether everybody is not here, but this is going to help you wherever you are. It's going to help you save money. It's going to help you come up with a plan that works, a system that works. You won't be so frazzled. You'll have a decent budget. Now, if I was to ask you guys, I want you guys to comment how much you spend shopping per week, per month. If it's twice a month, I've shopped all different ways, and I can pretty much tell you, I bet you I'm going to get a lot of $100 a week, $150 a week, or every 2 weeks comments. That's how stores are programmed, to make you spend $100 a week at least. And I've done it that way, and it's not something I like to do. I don't like to go to the store, period. So I want to get it all over with. But yes, I spend more money that way. If I can spend 300, you know, $350 to $400 a month feeding everybody, and we eat in all the time, you know, going to the store once a week and spending $100, $150, obviously that's too much. You know, I'm doing something wrong. There's an error. Okay, so I'm going to help you figure out what that error is and keep these meals going consistently and making this food last throughout the month. Okay, because obviously if we're here, we're eating all day, so the food has to last. But I think last month I spent about, excuse me, about 400, and I had a couple of non-food items. So, but it was, I bought that turkey, and the turkey was almost $20 itself. But when you're doing holiday shopping and things like that, or you know, you're buying, because meat is going to be the bulk of your things, or if you're buying things like coconut oil, almond milks, you know, you have a couple big ticket items. It's not going to affect you because 9 times out of 10 you're going to be able to eat from that more than one meal. Okay, you'll have leftovers, so it's going to even out. You're not taking food from another meal, you're eating the same meal. So freezer meals, you have to have the room for it. I've been there, I've done that. Not that I don't want to, I just don't have the room for it, but that's another option. Learn how to cook in bulk and freeze, and it does work. Let's see. So I'll get back to this meal plan in a little bit, but the first thing you want to do, and I advise this friend to do this already, so actually it's a lesson for you and for the kids. So grab your kids and bring them into the kitchen, because this will save you some time. And let them, here is my freezer inventory, my pantry inventory. I will turn this on, and then I need you to take this, take it in the living room. Carry it. Carry it in the living room. Carry it in the living room for me. Hey, Tariq. Come here. What? Not what, yes. Take that in the living room for her. Okay. Or in the Centris room. Okay. Because it's a little bit loud for what I need to do. Okay, so I have a freezer inventory and a pantry inventory. Okay, and this is, I will tell you in a few minutes how I generate my list. But what I told her to do was grab the kids. If they're 6, 7, 8, obviously they can, you know, they're able to write now. Let them go in the kitchen with some paper. Pull out everything in the freezer, in the pantry, the cabinets. Don't forget the spices and the condiments in the refrigerator. You know, everything in the refrigerator. Let them open up the freezer. Write down everything that's in all the food in the house, basically. And then they need to write down the quantities. If they're unable to write, 5, 4, you know, they are at that age where they're learning how to count, let them group together the cans of vegetables. You know, put all the green beans together, put all the corn together. That way the other child can write down how many. That'll help them out, okay? That's something that you can do to get a jump start, and that will busy them and help them learn, okay? And who knows, this may be a chore that you set them up with each month. They might enjoy it, because I know my girls used to like doing this. So when they were younger, and they still do it when they're older, but it's something that they enjoy doing. So that'll free you up some time. But down to, if you have a half a bag of flour, make sure that you tell them to write down, I have a half a bag of flour. Okay. My list is generated from my grocery receipt. That is the first thing you want to do. Keep your grocery receipt, okay? But when you're starting from scratch, you're going to have to go through your pantry unless you just want to, you know, be off. But I advise you to be kind of on point with your quantities and your items. So I take everything from my grocery receipt and include it, and it's broken down here. Canned goods, pastas and rice. I have other here, and it's like popcorn, creamer, beans. I have dried beans, so they're up about £1. Breads, flours, hot dog buns, all that kind of stuff. And then I had to add in that Pillsbury, the garlic crescents, and the cinnamon rolls over here for breads. Over here we have snacks. We have other. This is mainly my condiments. I think I put the eggs down there too. Over here we have beverages. Over here we have baking supplies. Over here we have meats and seafoods. We have other things in the freezer. All of my fruits and vegetables are here. And prepared meats, I used, I just put the deli meats and the turkey franks that I purchased in the turkey bacon, even though it just says turkey. It should have said bacon. So, okay, this part right here, a lot of people will go through and have to calculate. Okay, I have 6 pounds of ground turkey. Now, I didn't buy any ground turkey this month. That's from last month, and the ground beef too. They have to calculate, okay, 6 pounds, if you're using a pound per meal, that's 7 meals right there. But I don't do it like that because I know off the top of my head how much meat I need to buy and how much it's going to fit in the freezer along with all the other things. So you might not have to do this, but in the beginning I advise you to be very accurate on your, at least the first couple times, on your counts, and keep note of how much you're buying so that you know, okay, chicken breast. I have 10 pounds of chicken breast, so they come in 5-pound bags. I have 2. I used to buy 1 and I needed to buy 2, so I bought 2. So you'll know that, you know, according to how much you're cooking. Let's see. In some months you may notice, okay, I have this is what's left. I showed you guys what was left. I think I had some chicken quarters left, maybe because I didn't cook what I intended to cook because we weren't hungry that night. Somebody was sick. We went with soup or we went with sandwiches instead. So I had extra meat left over, and that's what you want. And you can deduct that from your next month inventory. So this is what is going to help you generate your grocery list for next month. Okay, so you want to have all your quantities and all of that set. Now, what's going to happen with this is, and I do this in my head, I don't have to have a paper anymore, but I found something nice for you guys to use, or if you want to use paper, because I used to use the Excel spreadsheet and set all my stuff up. And now they have all this internet and Pinterest, and you know, I kind of find a little bit here and there. But it's pretty. This is what's set up is similar to what I was already doing, the categories and things like that. So that's why I'm showing it to you. But this part right here, this part of the pantry inventory, this is found on frugalliving.about.com, and there's a nice little set. I'm gonna show you all of it. But it's a ticker sheet. This is very important, okay, when you're doing your meal plan, okay, because obviously over here you have quantities for one, you have quantities for out, but if you're not using 6 cans of corn, you don't want to put 6 there, and there's not enough room to keep track each time unless you're doing dots, or I don't know, that's kind of confusing. But this ticker sheet will work for you. When you're making your meal plan and you use that item, okay, I've used rice, you know, so many times I can tick it off and I know that I need to buy some more rice. Okay, now as far as me going to the store and what I buy, I spend about the same amount each month, because I know that each month, that's the reason why I said I didn't show you a grocery haul for November, because I pretty much bought the same things. There was nothing extra or different. There were a couple of things different I showed you this month. So I'm going to spend about the same amount of money because I'm buying the same things. Now, if I've only used 3 cans of green beans for this month, and you guys know I showed you I like to keep a quantity of 6, that's my magic number. Get a magic number, because I know 6 will take us through the month if I choose to cook, you know, the way I want. If I keep if I keep to the plan, then I'm going to use all 6 of them. Okay, I may only use 3, so I can take away 3. Now I can choose to buy all 6 the next month, even though I need 3. That'll just give me a stockpile, and that's another thing. You want to have a stockpile of things. That way, if you do forget some things, you still have some in the reserve. So, because I think I had 3 cans of green beans, I only bought 3 this month. I didn't feel like getting all that stuff, but yeah, you want to have a ticker sheet. This one is split up: pasta, grains, snacks, drinks, miscellaneous, baking supplies, dry goods, condiments, canned and jar goods. If the kids are good and you can get them to do this, let the kids do it. You know, they can keep track of that kind of stuff. Bookkeeping is some good skills, some good life skills, okay? I taught my kids how to do this, so my daughter in college knows how to do this, and she is so grateful that I taught her how to do this when she was young. So this is all on one little site. And let me show you what she has. Also, let me find that little sheet. I lost it somewhere in the mix. Okay, I'll find it. Let's stick it with that one. Oh, my kids are whining. Not with extra grocery list. Okay, she also has a master pantry list, and that's something I used to keep, you know, to just a list of all the items that you always buy. And so, like, I think there are some things that I know are not on my pantry list or my freezer list. It's because I don't buy them always, like Cool Whip. I don't always buy Cool Whip, but I know to buy it. You know, that type of thing. But this, I found this to be, it would help because it has, you know, basic things that you should keep on hand. And then also she has a stockpile list. So that's another thing. You know, there's some health items on here that'll help you remember, okay, I need to stockpile these certain things. So like I said, you might not need all of those items, but if you buy them, you will have them. Obviously, if you have you know, 3 bags of flour, you know it's time to stop buying flour. But you have it and you won't run out. So the money, you know, okay, I'm not going to spend, you know, a couple bucks on flour next month. But that doesn't mean you're going to buy something else. Okay. Then here's what I was looking for. She has this monthly meal planning worksheet. Now this doesn't work for me, but the way it's broken down by week, and every day I guess you're just writing you know, what the meal plan is. And then there's a shopping list, so you need to deduct, you know, a pack of chicken, you want to put it on your produce, or no, on your meats, that type of thing. Now this, I don't know, this would not work, but for some people it may be very helpful, so that's the reason why I'm putting it out there. And then it does have a list up there, and you can cut this off and take that to the store. But this one is actually the weekly meal planning. Now this is similar to what I use, and so I probably am going to use this one. It's Monday through Friday, or Monday through Sunday, and then breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And so I will show you my list in a few minutes. But also, Hello Cuteness grocery list. I mean, this is set up to how I arrange my grocery list. I arrange my when I write. Now I know I said I forgot to pull it out, or I don't pull it out. True, but I will write a list because I can remember what I wrote down. Even if I'm at the store, I can remember it. I say, oh yeah, I did write this down. Not that I'm gonna remember to pull that list out, but I do sometimes make an actual list, and I make it according to the aisles in the grocery store, how I go around and shop in the grocery store. Okay, so it's, you know, just broken down by category. So if you're into, you know, not just the blank paper, you want some cuteness going on, here's some cuteness that will inspire you to say, hey, I need to, you know, because grocery shopping is a chore and you want to make it fun and cute. So yeah, especially when you're spending money, something you don't like to do. But there's that. So, and it even has paper products, you know, your pet care, miscellaneous, all that kind of jazz. And you can put your weeks, your coupons, if you need reusable bags, if you have shopper cards, you know, things like that. So that can be helpful. Or if you do the coupon deals and you need to keep track of that. You know, certain items are coupon items. You want to keep track of that. And so there's that. Now here is my meal plan that I use each week. And this one happens to be this week. And so, let's see, we're going to start off cereal they have for Monday. I have smoothie. We always have smoothies in the morning. I may not have breakfast. I may just have a smoothie and some coffee. But that's what that was. We have Nutella sandwiches, apples, and cheese nips. For dinner, we had turkey tacos from the leftover fried turkey. Okay? So, that was simple. And it was enough to fill everybody up, so I didn't have to add anything else. And actually, I used a salad mix rather than just lettuce. So everything was in it, and it was really easy. Oatmeal, smoothies. Okay. Sometimes we don't stick to the plan. It was supposed to be hot dogs, because you guys know I bought 5 packs of turkey franks and the buns, and I need to use the buns before they go bad. So I know, like, that night for dinner that I went grocery shopping, I do this all the time. I never cook. If I do, it may be or the girls would cook, it would be tacos. So we would leave out some ground turkey, and that would be it. And just tortillas, and your lettuce is already, you know, you wash it and cut it up. That's simple, because I'm too tired to cook. Anyway, but we did hot dogs. So that was the first night of hot dogs. Over here, they wanted spaghetti. My kids will eat spaghetti breakfast, lunch, and dinner if you let them. And they do it without the meat, which I'm fine. I had a salad anyway, and that's just what I eat. We go through a lot of salad. But they had carrots, chips, and spaghetti. And that was it. If they need a snack in between, they're getting applesauce. They're getting fruit. You know, whatever. Something in the refrigerator, more likely. Some grapes. If I don't add it, you know, with their lunch. Chicken breasts, nuggets. I made mojo potatoes and broccoli. That was dinner. Here they had beefaroni, mandarins, chips, and Go-Gurt. We had cheese quesadillas and a salad. Back to the hot dogs again. On Thursday, they had, that was for lunch, grapes, celery with peanut butter and string cheese. Actually yesterday. Penne Alfredo, that was last night with the peas. I didn't do zucchini. This morning we had grits, smoothies, and muffins. And there's my bowl. I didn't even finish. I got full. But lunch, which is coming up, turkey grilled cheese. And it's funny because they asked for grilled cheese and I didn't even tell them what they were having. Mandarins, Go-Gurt. Tonight is yo-yo night. You are on your own. Okay? So I don't know what we're going to do. We may do some soup. They may want noodles. I don't have a plan. I don't want to cook because I have a lot of stuff to do today. I'm doing laundry and trying to clean up and stuff like that. So I know I don't have time to cook. Okay? And I'm getting ready to end this video and get into the next video. The homeschool front, but also just how to keep meals on the table in general, even if you're not a homeschool family. You know, how to get it out there and not waste the food and not waste the money. Tomorrow is cereal, eggs, and bacon, and smoothies. pastrami and turkey sandwiches, chips, applesauce, chicken tacos. Sunday is pancakes and smoothies, Nutella sandwiches and mandarins. I'm going to make them some popcorn, which I'll probably do today. I cook it in the stove, on the stove. Sunday, my big day. Okay, chicken enchiladas. So let me cut. This is very important. So I'm going to cut it right here and go to the next video. Bye, guys.